اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك سيدنا محمد. So back again to fiqh of marriage. It seems every week the fiqh of marriage I become sick. I don't know what's the secret here. And people complain always because this is the favorite class. But you have to promise that you'll get married. Otherwise, we're just talking. So today is a Q&A session about marriage. All the lessons we take before, since the beginning of the series. How to get married, are you ready? How to choose your spouse. What's the main lesson, what's the main questions you ask. The engagement, the marriage contract, the first year of marriage, the parenting. If there is any questions about this, today just Q&A session. Inshallah, next week we'll carry on the series. Bismillah. Q&A session in marriage, not in something else. Okay. Bismillah, I want to start. La ilaha illallah. Alhamdulillah, khalas. Let's finish, guys. Jazakumullahu khairan. May Allah forgive you, inshallah. Bless you, inshallah. See you next week. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute, inshallah, to think. After that, we'll, inshallah, close the lesson. La ilaha illallah. Who get married after the beginning of the series, by the way? Anyone get married recently?
I think we're not married, that's why we're here.
That's a good point. You are not married, that's why you are here. Okay. It's for everyone, either married or not married. Because we talk about parenting for 2 lectures. Yes, tafadali.
You know, in the most, many brothers will just come to you and say, well, do you know someone for my son? I think this is like a big issue because someone reaches out to you and say, that find someone for my son. Trust these people, like, they come from...
Okay, do you know that person? Okay. The question is, if someone randomly came to me and said, do you know anyone for my son? Or do you know anyone for my daughter? The brother said, I don't know him, so I can't make tazkiyah for him, so someone else. Okay, what should I do in this situation? Number 1, if someone reaches you to ask for help about marriage, take it seriously. We have to know that haram is very easy in this country. Very easy. If any person here in Western country asks for zawaj, that's a sign of seriousness. Because haram is, everyone can go to haram. It's not a big issue. So try to help. Number 2, you don't know that person. That's right. Try to figure out then. Ask him a lot of questions. Who knows you? Can you tell me about you? Send me your CV marriage. Try to investigate. But don't shut the door in the beginning just because you don't know him. Because just asking about marriage itself in this country is a sign of that he wants halal. Because haram is very easy. Yes, what? How do you?
How do you judge whether a potential spouse will be a good mother or a father? Like what characteristics would they have?
That's for the parents.
Sorry?
Why do you say mother and father?
A potential spouse.
Okay.
For your children.
For your children, because you are young, I thought, yeah. So you talk on behalf of the parents.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we talk about that in details. How the parents will know this is the right potential spouse for their children.
Yeah. And then how do you gauge whether your potential spouse will be a good mother or father to your children?
Ah, okay.
What characteristics?
How do you judge that your potential spouse will be a good father or mother to your children? Okay, now I understand. Okay, number one, the question itself, what is indicate a maturity? That's a very good question, because many young people, when they look for the potential, they look for someone who will be very pretty in the wedding night, or the wedding day. That's it. That's the ultimate purpose. So the potential, you should look for someone who will be a parent for your children. Someone who will live you in life, who will go upside down, you will together go in the path of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So one of these dimensions is, how can I know he is or she is a good parent for my children? Very good. We said before that discussion is very important. We talk about that main questions you ask when you know your potential. One of the main questions is children. What's your position? What do you think about upbringing, about tarbiyah? How you look at tarbiyah? Go in details in that. So, for example, will you prioritize the time for your children? If you have work and your children need you, will you compromise? What about schooling, homeschooling, or Islamic schooling, or mainstream schooling? What do you think? All these questions can indicate how they think, their mentality, how they look at the tarbiyah. Ask even more specific questions, some case studies. So if one day your daughter come to you and said, oh, I know someone in the school and I want to get married, what's your answer for that? All these specific questions indicate a lot how that potential think and how he think to the tarbiyah itself. In the, what's the lessons, or how, tell me what's the house look like when our children now is 3 years old or 4 years old, 5 years old. What's the program you will give to them in that home that they will make them in the path of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala? Always, the more you delve in the questions in details, the more you know how the potential think and how they look at the tarbiyah and all of these things. The problem which many young people come to me, they always very shy in that meeting when they, after engagement, and they ask just very quick questions, and they said, and they come back, oh, I'm not sure. Definitely you are not sure, because, well, take your time. Take your time and discuss everything in details. Because it's just about how the other think, how they think. And when you go there to that, prepare very well. You know, some young people, they just come with their mobile phone like this. Okay, number one, the first question is how you look. Okay. The second question is, it's not like this. That itself indicates something about your character. If I'm the father of the daughter, I will understand your personality just because of this. So it's about to adjust these questions and relax and ask. Because this is a long life. This is one of the most important decisions in your life. So that's why the more you go to details, the more you'll know how the potential think, how they look at the tarbiyah, how they look at children, all of these things. Allahu Alam. Yes, Sami.
How do you navigate the finances and telling them about your money or not telling them about your money?
Is this from the beginning or after marriage?
Before marriage.
Okay. How you navigate the financial matters, to tell them about your financial matters, okay, financial matters is one of the most important, and I will advise every brother here to expect that they will ask you about your financial matters. That's the first question. Number one, some brothers, they get offended when they ask. Why they ask about my financial matters? It's very obvious. The Sharia said that you are the one who in charge. You are the one who is responsible for accommodation, for provision, to bring everything to the house. So it's very obvious to ask you. So you have to expect that. Number two, okay, when they ask me, do I have to expose all the business I have? No, you don't have to. Because they ask to know, are you eligible for that? Are you capable to run this family or not? If you give them information that will be satisfied, that's fine. If you hide something after that, it's up to you. It's not obligatory for you to tell everything, but it's very important to you to tell something that they will be satisfied. Otherwise, you are the one who in charge of all these financial matters. So it's not necessary to expose everything, no. But yes, financial matters is, because for the brothers in Islam, Allah give you the word of talaq. One of the reason Allah said, وَبِمَا أَنفَقُوا مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ, because you are the one who give the mahr, the one give the accommodation, the provision. So because of that, Allah give you the right of the talaq. Because when you say that word, you will think carefully, because you spend a lot. You understand? Allah said very clear, وَبِمَا أَنفَقُوا مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ. That's one of the rukn of qawama. So that why, prepare yourself first. Some young brothers come to me and said, look, all these people, they just care about dunya. Why? Where is the Sahaba and the time of Sahaba? They ask you, what's your job? What's your salary? Where is Sahaba? I will tell you now, Sahaba, all of them, they make mahr. Huh? And they bring provision and they do everything. But I heard that Sahaba, they bring just a Quran. It's only one Sahabi. In the whole Sahaba, only one. And that one is Rasulullah didn't accept that from him till he know that he doesn't have anything. He said, where is the mahr? He said, I don't have anything. Rasulullah said, go and look for even a ring. Then he come back. Rasulullah, I can't find anything. Then Rasulullah, okay, do you memorize Quran? Yes, I memorize some ayat. Okay, go and this is your mahr. It's exception. Rasulullah himself, he gave mahr to every one of his wives. And that's our role model. And give them provision and accommodation. So that's the responsibility. Yes, when you are a pious man and you try your best and you can't, you can say that to them. Look, I have a lot of skills and talents, and in the future, I will do this. You should have a very clear plan to the future. I will do this and this. Alhamdulillah, I have contact. I have this. Inshallah, probably 2-3 years, I'll be able to do that. If they accept, Bismillah. But don't expect that the people just accept you because you know. That's why here it's very important to send a message for all the parents to help their children. Some parents, because of some traditions and norms, for them it's shame to help their children in marriage. Subhanallah. You find a very wealthy father and he doesn't help his son. I want him to be responsible. That's good. But what if now he wants to get married with all this fitan? Why don't help him? It's not shame at all. It's not shame for the father to help in all the marriage. If he know, not shame if he pay the mahr, not shame if he provide accommodation, if he is a wealthy. There's no shame in that. You just help your son to fulfill his deen now and in all this fitan to protect him. After that, he can start now his job or all of these things. It's very message for... Also, if the father is not there, why we don't do some initiative? Alhamdulillah, there is a lot of brothers, they have a strong company, strong circle. Why you don't do some initiative that any one of the circle, if you want to get married, every one of us will support him with 200 or 300 pounds, and then we support each other. Do something. Okay, and it's a message also for the daughter's father. If someone come to you and you investigate and you find he is a good character, he has a good character, a good deen, he's a good potential, but now he doesn't have money, but he has education skills, in the future he will have. It's not shame for the daughter's father to help that young man and said, okay, look, I don't need any mahar, just 100 pounds, but protect my daughter. It's not shame. The main idea is to facilitate the zawaj, the halal. Allah said, وَأَنْكِحُوا الْأَيَامَ مِنْكُمْ الصَّالِحِينَ مِنْ عِبَادِكُمْ وَإِمَائِكُمْ. This the khitab is for the awliya, for the whole society. Facilitate the nikah. If the financial matters is the only obstacle, إِن يَكُونُوا فُقَرَاءَ يُغْنِهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. So try your father, if not your circle, if not is a message for the daughter's father. The main point is to facilitate the halal, because haram is very easy nowadays. Subhanallah. Okay. Just in the future, guys, Jama'ah is not fard. If you come to the masjid and they listen, just pray individually. That should be in the norms always. Okay. Go on. Yes. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Go on. I don't know if I can hear you. Yes. What's your name first? Okay. سامي listen. خلي على راحته خليها. In the same night. Yes. Okay. You mean a brother and sister, they will get married together, and then another couple, and they want to do their wedding in the same hall, for example, in the same night. Is that the question? Oh, good. Very good. You want to give us a solution also. That's a good solution, by the way. That's amazing. Instead of a lot of spending a lot of money and renting that hall, why you don't do a collective marriage? That's amazing. So 10 brothers, they'll get married in the same night, in the same hall. In some country, I attend several of this, sometimes 50 couples in the same night, in the same hall, because that make easy for them, instead of everyone rent. Now the hall is a big problem. And some of the daughter's fathers, they said, no, this we should be that hall, because her cousin her wedding is in that hall. Subhanallah. And then they spend all the money in one night and then become bankrupt. Start that marriage with bankruptcy, subhanallah. So instead of that, if we try to reduce this spending and let them go to honeymoon and spending money together, not just to show off in front of the people. Jazakallahu khair. What's your name? Thank you very much. MashaAllah, Abdul. Yes. Yes. Alaikum assalam. Rahmatullah.
Where are the best places to look for a spouse?
To look.
Should you kind of prioritize just living your life and showing through your actions your akhlaq and building the relationships with people, and then kind of maybe things will happen naturally? Do you prioritize that and then maybe come to the masjid for, like these meetups and all this stuff?
Okay. What's the best place to find your potential? Okay. There is many. We talk about this in the series. Number one, your close circle. Your mom, maybe your mother. The ladies is expert in this. Always better than the brothers. So if you have a mother, if you have a sister, then this is the beginning. Tell your mother, if your mother know anything, then your mother will talk to. MashaAllah, ladies always have a lot of contact. Your mother and your sisters, this is the first one. Your mother, your sister, your auntie. If not, if one of your brothers get married, then his wife can look also in her circle. If you have some friends, they already get married, their wives can look for you also. That's all the first circle. Second, you can come to the mosque and ask for that. So
If you're a reaver,
if you are ready financially, come to me after the lesson.
If you're revert,
if you're a reaver, so your inner circle is only like a handful of close friends, for example, Muslim, and then everyone else is not Muslim.
Okay, then in this time, come to the imam. I do some matchmaking here, just between my students, those who listen to me online. It's just for my students, female and males here in Manchester. Okay, so it's just sorry. Definitely, anyone who attend this lesson face to face is a student. So just bring your CV marriage after the lesson, inshallah. So that's one also. Imam can help you in that. The third one, there's some apps. You just to be careful with that apps. If they have some structures and standards that they protect this, that could be also another way also. So usually it's just about your contact. But if you are revert, then the best way is to come to the mosque. Yes. Yes.
So, when you're trying to introduce potentially two people, a lot of brothers, for example, the first thing they say is show me a picture straight away, and a lot of sisters are not comfortable with that. So, how do you deal with something like that, for example?
Okay, if you want to introduce two potentials and the brother straight away ask about the picture. Okay, so number one, we should know that first of all, the first step should be a CV marriage. CV marriage is have an overview of that potential. An overview of that potential. Usually we divide it to three parts. The first part is just the nationality, the race, the height, the job, the resident, where is it? And then talk about yourself. How do you describe yourself in details? And then the third part, what do you want in your potential? Describe that also. If there is any non-negotiable things, it's very important to put it in your CV marriage, because that will help a lot. And one interesting thing is the height is one of the most important things that people ask. So don't forget to put your height. Okay, so CV marriage is the beginning, because that's give overview. Because sometimes there's non-negotiables when you go to the straight away, they're not compatible. Khalas, salam alaikum. Maybe they want a certain nationality, maybe they want maybe a height, maybe he write, I want to live in another country, and the sister doesn't want to leave her parents, for example. That give a lot of non-negotiables, so straight away, that's the first step. Okay, the second step now, for the mediator I talk about. The mediator, if you have any questions after you read that CV marriage, please send it to me and I will send it to her. Or I talk to the daughter, to the sister, send it to me, any questions. That's what then after these questions, and sometimes in the questions, they find another non-negotiables also. And they stop here. Sometimes they reply to all questions, they will find there is a kind of compatibility here. Then in that case, you will go for try to have, how can we go further for a meeting within in the presence of some mahram from sister side.
So it's not suitable to send pictures.
It's yes. It depends to the situation, but it's not. Yes. What's your name? Ego. How are you? خلاص now. How's Umrah? Describe for me Umrah in one sentence. Yes. Long sentence if you want.
It's a way to start from the beginning with like a recollection of everything that you've learned from like all the mistakes that you've done and everything else that you learned from all the lessons. And then, even in that moment, you feel ready to kind of come back into this environment and just
Very good, very good.
tie your camel, I like to say.
Very good, very good. So he give you a big push. Oh, mashallah. May Allah accept your good deeds. تفضل Igor. Yes, what's your question?
How in depth do you go with your CV?
Okay, CV, I told you, I can send you many, some templates, yes. I'll show you some templates, yes. I'm expect a lot of CVs after the lesson. Yes, Fuad.
For brothers, how do you prepare for your first marriage meeting with the father and obviously the daughter?
Okay.
How do you prepare?
Wow.
What's a perfect marriage meeting look like?
How do you prepare for your first meeting with the sister, with her father in her house? Okay, number one, we said in this series, I advise every father, when that brother came to your house to see your daughter, say salam to him, bring some chai, some tea, and after that, it's better to leave and just disappear for a little bit, for half an hour, 40 minutes. Let the mother lead the process. Many brothers, they can't talk in front of the father. I have a lot of examples for this. Some of my students, he said in all the meeting, his legs is just shaking like this. Sheikh, I forgot everything. And he said, do you have any questions? The other one said, the father said, okay, next question. What do you have? He looked at me in a way, I forget everything. So for those to help them, if anyone knock your door, does that mean he want halal or haram? Halal, haram is very easy, guys, in this country. He knock your door, he come to your house. Then let the mother sit. Let your wife sit with the daughter, and he can now he can ask, he can. So, and you said, oh, sorry, I just have to some very important meeting. I'll come after half an hour. And you disappear, please. That's the better. So, and there's nothing against Islam here at all. Because mother is there and there is no khalwa here. You just want him to relax. Okay, how to prepare? Number one, all these questions we said before in this series, you'll go in that in details. Relax, please. It's not an interview for a job. It's for to know is this girl is for or is the good potential or not. That's why, as I said before, think rationally. Put your mind in the front seat and your heart in the back seat. Rationally. Think always rationally here. Don't say, oh, I feel, leave feeling here, please. It's not about feeling here in the beginning. It's about rationality. It's about, okay, is there any non-negotiables contradicted here? And you want to assess this, okay, you go to all the questions, the future, how she look at the life, you'll assess how she think. There's a lot of false ideologies nowadays. So with that questions, you will know how she think, the way she think. That's the most important. And then, if you find any question, go delve, go deep for these questions. Don't hesitate to do that. Till you satisfy in this, then, and that's need. Some people, they can't even talk to their friends. If that's the case, you need to take a course then. Take a course to talk to people, not to the potential. Because talk to potential, that's another level. So if you can't talk to people, no, please go and take course how I can talk to people. I'm serious. Because otherwise this is... So I think if the father is just absent in that and they can't talk, it will be very easy. I think the main obstacle is this. When you can't talk because of this. Yes?
So
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In a scenario where the daughter's trying to get married, but her parents are becoming like a barrier, they always ask very extravagant like amounts or whatever, they make it harder for her to get married. In this situation, will she be sinful if she disobeys her parents and gets married through another wedding?
Okay, if a sister want to get married and her parents made a lot of barriers and obstacles and ask a lot of money, they want to prevent her from that marriage. Is she sinful when she get married without the permission of her parents and ask for another wali? Okay, very critical question. Number one, we have to send a message for all my daughters that no one will love you in this life more than your parents. Sometimes your parents prevent just out of love. Some sisters nowadays, when their parents say no, straight away they look, okay, is there any opinion I want to go to another wali? It's not like this. They raise you all your life. They love you so much. That's the default. Yes, there's exceptions. Some parents, there are exceptions. They are very harsh in a way. That's exception. If there is exception, I will advise the sister to come to Imam and talk to him. But never ever think to disobey your parents because of this. Don't prefer someone stranger. You know him just yesterday over your parents. Don't make that compromise. To prefer someone stranger who came just yesterday, knock your door, and leave parents who strive in their life just for you, and you leave them just for that. That's not good at all. So if there is obstacles and they realize that the parents always say no, not just one times, that means she need to talk to Imam, definitely. Because yes, there is exceptions. Some parents, they are made a lot of obstacles, norms and traditions against Islam. How can we solve this problem? By a wise person who interfere in that situation. Wallahu alam. Yes.
Two people after marriage they're incompatible, but maybe their personality is incompatible. What's the most common reason for this?
Okay. After how long?
After they get to know each other.
Okay. So two couples, they get married, and after a while they realize they are incompatible. Yes.
In addition to that question, should you should you kind of propose some period where you're still living separate, whether that's a couple months or even a couple years? I mean, years is probably a bit too much, but let's just say a couple months where you get to talk to each other. This is before and after, where you get to just build that relationship to see if you're compatible.
Okay, if two couples come together, they get married, and after a while they realize they are incompatible. Okay, he said, what's the reason behind that? And what they should do? What's the reason? We talk about this a little bit in the beginning, and in the coming lessons, we'll talk about a topic which is where the issues, where there is any clash or problems between spouse. We didn't talk about this in details. That's the next lesson, inshallah. We'll talk about when the problems arise more and more between spouses. What's the Islamic way to deal with that? But now I will say briefly. Number one, incompatibility after marriage, you need to take your time. Because sometimes incompatibility, people differ on the definition here. When he realized that he is very, for example, he is very messy and she is very organized, for example. They say, oh, incompatibility. It's not necessarily incompatibility. It's just different nature. We can deal with that. But my advice here is, if there is any problems, there's a process. You try to solve this problem together. Don't spread that problems to the parents. Try to solve the problem together. Once the problem spread to the parents, that it's difficult to solve the problem. If you can't solve it together, then ask for a counselor. Then he will tell you out of the experience what you should do. If that doesn't matter, then will spread to the families. Then the families will bring to arbitrator. Then after that, but while you are together to try to solve that problem, give yourself times. So sometimes, okay, I will go to a holiday. Well, separate for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No problem with that at all. Give yourself time. Because when you are separated, you will assess here, do you love each other more? Do you miss each other? Or nothing happened here? Give yourself time. That's just brief answer, but the details will come inshallah in this series. How can we deal with any problems between spouses? Yes?
Should these issues, like maybe someone's very organized, the other person's quite messy, someone's very inflexible, very rigid, the other person, do these have to be discussed before marriage? Should you discuss them?
Yes. Okay, if someone is messy and the other is organized or different nature, yes, that should discuss before marriage. But even after marriage is not necessary means incompatibility at all. Because marriage, we have to know, marriage means sacrifice. Marriage between two people come together, they have different background, different nature, so you have to compromise. One of the most important skill when you get married is compromise. To learn how to compromise, how to sacrifice. And slowly, that will get better. There's many spouses, they have different natures, and they can deal with each other. You just need time. Yes, Abdul. Sorry? Go on. Take your time. How he is a stranger and no entire life? I don't get it. Your cousin. Okay, but your cousin doesn't live with you entire life. You know him just in public, not in private. What I mean by entire life, your parents, they know you when you are a baby. They change your nappy. They take care of you when you are sick. They raise you slowly. They sacrifice everything for you. No one can be like your parents, ever. Even if you know your cousin. Okay, do you agree with me that parents is the most close to you? Do you agree with that? That's it. That's my point. Maybe I express in a different way. That's my point. Yes. No, he doesn't say it. ليس هذا هو السؤال. Yes, guys. Yes. حياك الله وبياك. If you are in the period of knowing each other and you find that your mindset is different, how you can deal with this? Okay, it depends, number one, to is it red flag for you or not? That's why I said previously in this series, one of the most important skills to know very clearly your non-negotiables. What's your red flags? That's why we start the series, are you ready for marriage? Because if you don't know your non-negotiable, you are not ready. You should have very clear plan. What something bother you, you can't live with someone who has this, for example. The more you know your red flags, the more the meeting will be very flexible and very easy for you. But the more you don't have anything, just, okay, I listen, okay, that's fine. There's no standards. There's no standards here. That's why it's just, I don't know. No, if you have standards, you'll know you are compatible or not. That's number one. Number two, sometimes a mindset from one meeting is not enough. That's maybe come and raise a red flag. Okay, can I change that mindset? Let us have another meeting and discuss that issue in details. Maybe I get her wrong in the beginning. Maybe I don't understand. Let's verify that point in details in another meeting, so on. But if you realize that no, you're not, that means there's no compatibility. Yes?
So, for example, what if the red flag is because of the different interpretations of the deen? So, for example, these days, a lot of no matter what's happening. So if a potential spouse, like a potential husband, says this is a red flag, but this is a matter of maybe you could say ikhtilaf, how do you deal with that? Because these days it's
Very good. Okay, if how do I know the red flags? Sometimes there's ikhtilaf between the scholars about this, so that brother, he believe in that opinion, the sister believe in that opinion. Very, very easy. The red flag is upon to you, not to the scholars. Can you live with a sister who go to that opinion or not? If you can't, then that's red flag for you. Red flag doesn't mean something haram or no, red flag for you. I mean, can you live with someone like this? If you can't, say assalamu alaikum. If you are flexible and you can, bismillah. So red flag is just upon you, not leave the scholars and Abdullah, I will come to you. Yes.
Can you describe or give me some examples of like these meetups? Because when I think of a meetup, I think like if we were to meet in the masjid initially, that's that idea by itself, and then anything after that, would you come back to the masjid or would you like go out for dinner with the parent and the potential spouse? Like what do the meetups kind of look like?
okay, the meetup. Number one, if you find that could be a potential, the default is to visit her in her house with her parents. That's the default here. And I said you will sit there and you prepare your questions first and think rationally. And it's better for the father to, if you take the mother only, then you can ask all these questions and you assess if there is any red flags here or not. Then after that, you sit with yourself and assess that meeting. Okay, she tick all the boxes, for example. Okay, what do you feel? You know, feeling come after rationality. Sometimes the potential tick all the boxes, but you feel no attraction. That's very important. If you feel no attraction, then don't say no. Have another meeting. Sometimes, and this happened also a few times for some brothers, sometimes in the first meeting you tick all the box, but you feel zero attractions, sometimes just because of shaitan. Shaitan doesn't want halal. Because rationally, she's a perfect, but you feel nothing. You know, some brothers, that happened to them, and what happened? They asked for another meeting. He said, in another meeting, the attraction is 99. Then why in the first? That means just shaitan want to prevent you from that. So because rationality is the beginning. The aql said, this is the perfect. Okay, second meeting, zero attractions, that means it's not nasib. If there is no zero attraction, no. Attraction is very important in zawaj. At least above 50%. But if 1 meeting, 2 meeting, 3 meeting, no attractions at all, that's not the right potential. Yes. Yes, Abdul. Sorry?
There's a very old someone, old grandma, 72 years old.
50s is not old. I'm 49. Please, 50 is still very young. 80s. Good. Okay. Okay. Marriage. Okay. If there's a big age, okay. Sorry?
If the 80-year-old man was a 20-year-old woman.
Okay.
I think he means a bit age gap, like a huge age gap.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Okay. Age gap, always, look, the most important in Islam is compatibility. If there's a compatibility, then the main thing is compatibility. The default here usually, it depends to the norms and traditions and the age. In our time, maybe this is difficult, the no compatibility. But in Islam, what is compatibility? That's the main standard here. Yes. Yes. We'll finish 8 o'clock. Yes. Okay, but that's not about marriage. Today we are here in marriage only. Go on, yes. 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 Jazakallahu khair for this simple question. Okay. Inshallah, next time, inshallah, we'll continue with Allah. Jazakumullahu khairan. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala give every single brother or sister here a good potential. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala facilitate marriage for all youngsters. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala put barakah on your life, on your time, on your money, and on your decision for your potential.